Alright, what is up everybody? This is Zacharias. We are back again with more of a Geneforge 2 Infestation. We made it to, Wait, hold on, let me talk for a minute. To, Zhass-Uss. Or I feel I should call it, Zhass-Uss, honestly, because it just sounds cooler, to be honest. At the moment, this gate is only defended by a pair of mines, very large mines. Since there is no way to get through the door without getting close to them, you can only guess that they must be controlled from somewhere else. Their sensor antennae are not pointing at you at the moment, and the mines aren't emitting wisps of essence. They are currently deactivated. You enter, Zhass-Uss, the highest city in these mountains. It was built over a century ago. Its walls are thick stone, providing refuge against snow and icy wind. All the walls are worn and cracked. The air is bitter cold. Zhass-Uss is occupied almost entirely by survivals and drakes. Their tracks are everywhere in the dry soil. Few common humans come here. Everyone inside looks thin and hungry. The harsh environment has not provided an easy life. Though the takers of Zhass-Uss despise the Shapers, the survivals and drakes here are willing to tolerate your presence for now. They watch you nervously from a distance. You suspect that the slightest misstep will be greeted with extreme violence. Yeah, I feel like Zhass-Uss is a better way to say it instead of what I was doing before, honestly. But yeah, we finally made it here. Finally made it to this area. So let's go ahead and talk to whatever was trying to greet us. Drake walks up to you. She is fully grown, freshly into adulthood. Surprisingly, she isn't openly hostile, for now. I am Ista. He says, I am here to greet you. I am here to send you on to Cyros. There is something I would like to know. Not for now. Now I need for you to speak with Cyros. That is my order. You want me to meet Cyros? Cyros is our leader. He leads the takers. He has allowed you to enter our town so that he may speak with you. He points to the largest domain town in the southeast corner. Cyros is there. I would be eager to speak with you when you are done there. For now, Cyros will not approve of my delaying you. Southeast corner of town, huh? This is the largest building in Zhass-Uss. It is also by far the nicest. The ceilings are high and the floors are made of fine basalt tiles, carefully laid. You know, however, that the precise shaper tiles of the stone floor have been scratched by the repeated passing of drake feet. The reek of drakes is very strong in here. Large numbers of these cunning and barred creations have spent time in here, talking and plotting. Okay, so let's just ignore everyone else right now. Somebody else. Probably not a good idea to be hostile to the town, at least not right now, because they are pretty strong, and I'm still only level 15. Quavo. In the center of the city hall, you meet a drake. He is old. Drakes live a long time, but this one is stretching the limits. His scales are dull and flaking, and several of his teeth are missing. Yet, he is in high spirits and his eyes are bright. His body puts off a strange warmth that you can feel even from where you are standing. Strong magic sustains and protects him. He stares at you. In his eyes, you see more than just reptilian coldness. There is an engagement and actual interest in what you have to say. He has a taker's hatred of Shapers, but he might be willing to deal with you. He says, I am Cyros. I am the leader of the takers. You have found your way to us, Eve. We have much to discuss. You have, I am sure, heard we are mad. If that is true, I will explain our madness to you. We're not going to attack him right now, because I'm pretty sure he's going to be pretty strong, so we're just going to play along. Tell me about the takers. Alright, all call us mad. Maybe we are, a bit, with reason. I know your kind have no sympathy for our viewpoint. I will tell you our story and hope you will see the justice of our cause. I will tell it as it has been told and retold. The Takers were created on Zhass-Uss Island in the ruins of the dry and dead city of Kazg after the Shapers abandoned us to die. The land left to us was poisoned, and the plants withered. And yet, we were loyal. The survivors believed that you created them, and for that, they owed you a debt. Then as the years passed, and they suffered more and more, they grew angrier. Then what happened? Then one bold survivor stepped forward. His name is not remembered. Perhaps a nudile, perhaps mad, perhaps just wise. One day he went to the middle of the square, mad with hunger and rage. He raised his fist and began to shout. He yelled, "Shapers wrong! They torment! They bad! We must take free!" Odd grammar. Granted, those survivors were as educated as you allowed them to be. Where were the drakes in this? A few of us lurked in the hills of Zhass-Uss Island, quietly raising our small families. We thought we were better than the survivors, that they were sniveling creatures beneath our notice. We were wrong. What happened to that survivor? Oh, he was killed. Survivors were loyal to your kind then. The other survivors struck him down instantly, yet the idea was planted. As the hard years on Zhass-Uss Island passed, more and more came to repeat his words. These angry ones call themselves Takers. Now we Drakes do too. We do this because we will take our freedom from you however we can. You lost all right to control us when you left us alone on Zhass-Uss Island. But that was when the survivors were alone and the Drakes were alone. Then your kind rediscovered Zhass-Uss Island. Where were you during all this? Hiding. I even hid until the Shapers came to Zhass-Uss and started burning every creation they saw. Only then did I make myself known to the Takers. I helped as many of them as I could escape that accursed island. What happened when the Shapers came? Destruction. It is what we knew would happen. The Shapers came back. They came to Kazg. They saw what the Takers had done and learned what they believed. They responded in the mindless Shaper way with fire. So many died. The rest fled, screaming. There were a few of us Drakes there, me and Zhass-Uss and Akkad and others. We saw what you did and we were sickened. We tried to help the survivors escape, and when Zachariah and Barzal came to us wanting to learn more of the power of Zhass-Uss Island, we saw a chance. In return for our help, we and the Takers were brought by Zachariah and Barzal to these mountains. Once here, we, survival and Drake alike, united and we began to work on the great plan. Why were you sickened? We saw that our very existence, the very life of a Drake, was made illegal by your kind, and we were furious. Zhass-Uss and Akkad, they are near working on the great plan. What is the great plan? Freedom. In the words of our poor, short-lived founder, we will take our free. We will gain power until we are strong enough to defeat the Shapers. They are too wicked to exist. We will beat them down one day. We will fight them until all creations are free. And thanks to the secrets we have learned and the work we have done here, we believe this is possible. And that is our story. Why have you told me this? As fair warning, we have heard things you have said. We know that even if you would turn on your kind, you do not believe in the freedom of creations enough for us to truly trust you. So, leave these lands, leave these dry peak mountains, and run. Destruction is coming. Your cruel kind will not be spared, so flee. This is the only warning you will be given. Lyros watches you silently for a few moments. What else? Will the Shaper learn more about the Takers? Where did you come from? I come from Zhass-Uss Island. I was born a very long time ago. I cannot remember how long. My parents were created by the Shapers of Zhass-Uss before the isle was abandoned. My views of the Shapers have changed as the years have passed. As time has passed, my body has grown frail. Yet, I continue. Drakes can breed? Most of us couldn't. A few could, probably an oversight on the part of the Shapers, or not. Many rules were broken on Zhass-Uss Island. All Drakes who survive to escape have the natural ability and right to reproduce. How have your views of the Shapers changed? As the years passed, I grew soft and sympathetic. I saw how the survivors were treated by Shapers, and, strangely, it began to make me sad. Of course, finding out that the Shapers had barred Drakes and made my very existence illegal didn't help. If you're so frail, aren't you afraid to allow someone like me in your presence? I am weak, but my defenses are strong. Raise a hand against me, and you would not make it out of here alive. Do you think the Takers have any chance against the Shapers? Before we came here, I would have said no. Since we arrived, however, we Drakes and survivors have worked very hard. We have developed shaping skills of our own, very powerful skills. More I will not say, except that yes, I believe we can truly threaten the Shapers. If you defeated the Shapers, what would you do to us? It is a source of great debate. Some want to simply kill you all. However, the Drakes who lead the Takers have a calmer attitude. Those who are willing to serve us and undo your evil may continue to live. Those of you who actively help us may be rewarded with wealth and power for your efforts. Drakes are practical creatures. How can your tiny group possibly fight the full might of the Shapers? That is a secret. Hear this, though. All call us mad, but we are not fools. We would not have engaged in this great work if we did not have a real plan leading to victory. You can help us succeed, and you will be rewarded. What do you think the Shapers will do when they find you? There is only one possibility. They will try to slaughter us, every single one. When they are done, they will have a sleep of true peace, never doubting that they were justified in their crimes. There is something else I need to discuss. Zhass-Uss is intrigued. Go on. Do you happen to know about a missing agent named Rixie? Zhass-Uss is instantly suspicious. We have nobody of that name inside Zhass-Uss. What do you think of the other factions? All fear us, all think we are mad, yet we are the only ones with a realistic view of the Shaper menace. In time, they will all be forced to see wisdom. The Shalai have a hidden camp in these mountains. Zhass-Uss nods. We are aware. The Shalai are not friends of the Takers. They only want the same power, the same domination. The world does not need more Shapers. Someone made spawners to attack them. Do you know who? Zhass-Uss nods. I do know. It was us. We sent a Drake infiltrator to assault their fort camp. A minor attack, but I hope it sent the correct message. We don't just hate the Shapers. We hate those who would join or replace them. If the Shalai continue on their path, they will be destroyed by Drakons, same as the Shapers will. That's all I want to know for now. Explore our town, see our strength, watch your step. Here, the slightest arrogant infraction from a Shaper will not be tolerated. I wish you wisdom and justice. I'll leave myself with the Takers. Zhass-Uss thinks about your request for a good long while. Finally, he shakes his head no. To take in and aid a Shaper, we would have to be able to trust you completely. Your words have not marked you as one with complete commitment to our cause. I am glad for your offer, though. If you want to aid us, you can best do that by leaving our lanes and not bothering us while we do what we need to do. Okay, so for the Takers, you need to be pro-Survival. For the Awakened, you need to be pro-Survival. And of course, for the Barzites, you need to be pro-Shaper. And for the Servants, or Loyalists, you need to be pro-Shaper. Okay, I'm not going to worry about attacking him because he is level 18. Okay. An aging Yurglok is sitting guard outside the center hall. It's lived much longer than most of its species. Their inherent magic tends to burn them out quickly. It is lying on its side, resting. You look at its name tag. The Glock's name is Beery. You meet a survival alchemist. He is old and beaten down. He's missing 2 fingers and most of his fingernails, probably from noxious chemicals and experiments gone wrong. The caustic substances haven't been good for his brain either. He goes about his work, mumbling to himself and pointedly ignoring you. You ask his name. He says, Toivo. His voice is choked and raspy. He continues his work. What are you working on? Toivo ignores you. There's something I'd like to know. Toivo still ignores you. Okay, so if we were a Taker, then he would actually be willing to talk to us, I think. I don't think we're going to get much information, honestly. They point at us and say madness. We are mad because we dream. Dream of free. Dream of a world where Shapers do not rule. They say it impossible. They can never happen. They slaves in their own minds. We may be mad. We are not fools. We know we need power. Now we have power. Power now. More power soon. Those who laugh, they scared. They scared because we get power. If we can fight Shaper, they must take a side. They must be brave. They must choose. Well, we have the power now. We know how to fight Shapers. When will cowards choose? This cryo drake is freshly shaped. He is still young, but the magic in him is already strong. The air around him is icy cold. He grins. His teeth are white and razor sharp. I am Zhass-Uss, made to defend Zhass-Uss and shepherd the Drakons. Steal from us or harm us, and you will pay. Who created you? I was made by Zhass in Geneforge. He is proud of this. I was made specially to guide the Drakons. I am made so that they answer to me. Who is Zhass? The greatest of us all. So far, no more will I say to an outsider. What is Geneforge? The core of our research. It is to the northwest. Go there to receive an early and deserved death. There is a lone human wanderer in the streets of Zhass-Uss. She is common of middle age. She walks down the street with a carefree sway, a huge basket of sewing, and other work at her side. When she sees you, she freezes, terrified to see a shaper. She quickly regains her composure and manages a faint smile. Ah, a shaper. You surprise me. I am Carol Mays. Welcome to Zhass-Uss, City of Takers. What is a common human doing here? I have always lived here. There have long been common humans in these high peaks, forgotten and surviving. When the Takers came, many of us fled. I found that I liked them, so I stayed. You are a Taker? I am. The Takers are kind of common humans like me. They can be frightening and arrogant, especially the Drakes, but they show us respect. I've heard the Takers talk a lot, and they are far wiser than people give them credit for. Tell me about these mountains. They are harsh. These lands can still only support a few. We manage a little hunting and a little farming. Before the Takers came, life was safe as long as we didn't go too far west. There are huge shaper ruins that way. Did you ever know a young woman named Emily? She thinks. Maybe. If so, it was so long ago. I think the records from earlier years are around town somewhere. You speak with Carol Mays, though she is eager to be on her way. You see that the basket at her side is full of fine tools and implements. Sewing supplies, tiny scissors, stuff that requires a delicate touch. What do you do here? I make my living assisting Drakes in their work. She is growing more uncomfortable talking to you. Shapers scare her. Why do the Drakes need your help? They are wise and powerful, but they have clumsy hands. She holds up her basket. It's full of delicate tools. When they have fine work to do like sewing, they pay me. Quite well, actually. Skilled commons will always be able to find work with Shapers. Creations have limits. I could use assistance. I'm sorry, I work for the Takers. I will not work for a Shaper. Excuse me. Before you can respond, she turns and walks off. Ooh, that's where we can get a Brixie. Okay. So yeah. A young Sorrel walks up to you. He is calm and unworried, acting as if he has not a care in the world. He is thin and filthy and hungry, yes, but not scared. I'm Tyne, he says. Who are you? You tell him. Oh, he says. How old are you? I'm 9. That's just short of the age that Sorrels are usually put to work. Soon I'm going to be a farmer. I like to travel and go on adventures. I hear you go on adventures. Do you want to be a farmer? No, if I have to, though, I'm going to figure out how to make lots of food. I want none of us to ever be hungry. What have you heard about me? You travel everywhere and do things, and you might be good, but you're probably part of the enemy and have to be destroyed. Tyne stares at you, fascinated. He stares at you with the boldness unknown to Sorrels outside these mountains. Aren't you scared of me? No, my mother says we're going to defeat all Shapers someday and be free. Who is your mother? She's Ignar. She works real hard. I try to help her. You want to fight me? I want to fight. Yes. Yes! He starts swinging his hands through the air and whooping. Like most children, his idea of battle is far from the real thing. We're definitely not going to have any friends here, but I'm still going to explore all of the town just to be sure. Shade Patrol. It technically still counts as a friendly settlement, so... Oh. You meet a Serval merchant. She paces around the courtyard, a bag of goods over her shoulder. Unlike everyone else here, she doesn't look at you with mistrust. Instead, she sees an opportunity to make a sale. I'm Teresa. It's good to meet a fellow traveler. I'm a merchant, trapped here for the moment. I have some goods which might ease your journey. We're trapped here. Alas, I was in this area when the warfare broke out between the takers and everyone else. Now there are monsters everywhere and the passes are blocked. It is not safe for me to travel. What do you think of the takers? I do not say opinions. I am a mere tinker, and the takers can be very touchy. It is safer this way. Do you know anything about what's been going on elsewhere in the mountains? He looks nervous. No, I know little, or even nothing. I do not pay attention to politics. Want to sell something? Trade with you. Teresa is primarily a tinker, traveling from town to town to sell her wares. She also has a few items of interest to an adventurer like you. Teresa stands at the ready to try to sell you some equipment. She leaves her pack of goods at her feet, the flap suggestively open. Like these two. I don't need anything. Then I wish safe travels in dangerous times. Drake snarls out you. Get out of my home or die. Okay. I can take a hint. Drake can care for emergencies, call ISTA. This hall is for the treatment of sick and rogue creations. It is, unsurprisingly, much more comfortable than similar facilities in Shaperlands. Elsewhere, there would be a lot of cages, shackles, and so on. Here, there is only one cage, doubtless to restrain completely out of control creations. Most patients spend their time recuperating peacefully in nest. It is not surprising that takers, concerned foremost with the rights and care of creations, would make a place like this. The Shaper Council would likely find such care excessive. This flower is resting in a nest that looked like it broke its tail. This is one of the merchants of Zhass-Uss. She is willing to trade with you, probably because she has been ordered to. However, she clearly wishes you were somewhere else. What can you tell me about Zhass-Uss? Nothing. Cyrus will tell you all you should know. She points to the southeast. Cyrus is in the dome there. I would like to trade with you. Zhass-Uss is perpetually short of food. What provisions there are get prepared here and taken to the common house to be eaten. The cook will sell a small amount of food to you. Ista stares at you with interest. You suspect that she has never met a Shaper. She finds you fascinating. I have met Zhass-Uss. Zhass-Uss is wise and strong. He leads us to war against your kind, a war we will win. It is sad, but necessary. You don't want the Shapers to be destroyed? I do not want it to be necessary. Yet it was your kind who created Drakes. Then you decided we should no longer exist. We have to defend ourselves. You really think you can defeat the Shapers? Zhass-Uss is sure of it. Zhass-Uss is no fool. I haven't learned all our secrets, all the skills we got from the Shaper Ruins, but I trust him. What do you do here? I am called the Mediator. Survivals and Drakes work together, but we are both proud. I help the two sides communicate and settle differences. I was brought up to be peaceful and, when I can manage it, humble. It is so I can do my job. What sort of problems do you have? Food disagreements, living space, tactics, the sort of differences all creatures would have. Are there lots of problems between Drakes and Survivals? No, though we are very different, we share a common threat. Also, each has skills the other doesn't. Drakes are physically stronger and live longer. Survivals are better with tools and potions. Also, we are often better at planning. We rely on each other. We are very different, but we are partners. Why don't the Drakes dominate the Survivals? We are physically stronger, but that does not make it right to crush the weak. That is the way the Shapers do things. You crush those who are weaker, not us. We do not control creations because we are stronger. We control them because they owe us for their existence. Ista nods. Very, very interesting. Wrong-headed, but interesting. Who shaped you? Ista is amused. Shaper? Shaped? Shaper. I was born to two Drakes. This large stone dome is warm and comfortable, as welcoming as possible under the current circumstances. The smell of survival sweat is very strong. Most of the emaciated, fanatical survivals that live in Zhass-Uss live crammed in barracks like these. In times of stress, survivals clump together. They huddle together for warmth, and their harsh lives leave them needing closeness and company. Of course, it is convenient for Shapers to keep survivals stored in small areas. It's interesting that Takers are doing much the same thing, but for a very different reason. The survival is very young, but hard work has prematurely aged her. She is thin, hungry, and tired. Yet she constantly rushes about, powered by force of will, getting all of the common house's work done. Despite the multitude of jobs that weigh her attention, the arrival of Shaper is a real event. She stops and stares at you as if she's never seen a Shaper before. Hello, visitor. I am Ignor. Tell me about this building. This is a common house. We survivors all live here, talking and breaking bread. Being close. I've lived here most of my life. Why do you live in such tight quarters? It reminds us that the only ones who will help us in the end are each other. Also, Shapers made survivals to cling together. We long for the pack. Some of us overcome it. Most don't. The ones that can't are comforted by warnings like this. Where did you live before you lived here? I was born in Kazk. I don't remember anything of it or of the journey here, or of the deaths. I was told how horrible the journey was for us, how much we were hurt by the Shapers abandoning us, how the Shapers hunted us when they found us again. Ignor continues to speak with you, letting her work go undone for the moment. Fear and fascination battle within her. You seem very busy. I am. I guide the survivals when they need it. I ration the food. I settle arguments. I send the farmers out. I'm trying to get the Drakes to help us with the problem with the farms, but they are too busy. She shakes her head, annoyed. How did you become a leader? All survivals are guided by our strain, our design, what the Shapers made us to be. Some descend from miners or farmers. Others descend from craftsmen or organizers. You're always short of food? We Takers always end up with the worst land. When we came to these mountains, our leaders were used to dry, dead land. They thought it made us strong, so they took these cold peaks for ourselves. Maybe it makes some of us strong, but it makes our babies. We try not to think about it. What is the problem with the farms? There's an infestation of spine cores below the notice of the drakes, but the survivors are getting killed. They're all south of town. The ones that are southeast are really nasty, but they aren't on farmland. They're not important. The ones to the southwest are the problem. If only the drakes would do something about it, but they don't. Where do the spine cores come from? Shapers created many new plans to try to bring these mountains to life. Some of their experiments went out of control. That is what I was told anyway. It's possible you've never heard of spine cores before you came here. How do I find these fields? Leave through the south gate, go southwest until you find the torn up crops and abandoned tools and the spine cores. Okay, closer we're going to probably get to a quest here, honestly. We take free for us for a moment before the Shapers burn us down, moment before Savage kills. That moment we are free. Then we are gone, dust. We dream, not for us, for the story. The Rals come after, hear of us, take free, die. Take free, die. Shapers cruel, Shapers burn. One day Right Taker comes, smart and strong, deep in woods or high in hills. Take free, say free. This is a dream, you can make it be. You must die, die free. This crate is full of old, crumbling Shaper records hoarded by the Takers. They are determined to keep every scrap of Shaper knowledge they can, even though most of this is useless, bureaucratic nonsense. Remembering Emily's request, you sort through the papers to see if you can find anything about her origins. You find a few newer scrolls mistakenly buried among the debris. There were a few common humans living in these mountains when the Takers came. Most fled. One couple stayed. Their daughter, Emily, was very ill. Uh, Zhass-Uss offered to use shaping to heal her. Their techniques also altered her. The notes end by saying the parents were horrified. They realized the Shapers would kill Emily if they found her. The three of them fled the highlands, and their final fate is unknown. Hey. The barrel is full of trash. A quick inspection reveals that the frugal, hungry folk of Zhass-Uss only throw something away if it's truly disgusting and useless. Or at least that's what they do most of the time. Someone was careless and accidentally threw a bundle of feathers away along with a pile of bones. The feathers are bound to a small stone by a leather thong. It looks like a pass of some sort. You take it. Ooh. So that should be able to help us get through other places that the Takers control. Cool. Got a graveyard back here. Line core problem. The The blacksmith of Zhass-Uss is a young female servile. She hates you. Her body is strangely misshapen and she has been modified since birth, which is possible in these mountains, as you well know. Her muscles are enormous and she casually tosses a huge hammer from one hand to the other. She frowns as you approach. After a long enough silence to make everything uncomfortable, she says, I am Bach. Tell me about Zhass-Uss. Bach frowns. I have my orders. I do not trade with enemies, but my life is my own. I take it. You may not have any of it. You are very strong. Yes, a few have gotten the gifts of Zhass-Uss. Many more will in time. Tell me more. No, there are plenty here who will blab our secrets. I know how to be silent. I would like to trade with you. Bach is willing to trade with you, but just barely. Her prices are high, but the quality is excellent. Her modifications must have greatly increased her skill. Want to sell something? I don't need anything. She turns away without a word. The servile warrior is, like most takers, thin and hungry. He is also old, and every exposed bit of skin bears a scar. He has been in a fight almost every day of his life. And from the look he gives you, he clearly blames all of his misfortune on you. Ah, Shaper Eve, he says coldly. We've known of your coming for some time. I am Amina Blade, proudly of the Takers, formerly of Kaz, now of Zhass-Uss. You are from a place called Kazg? Yes, Kazg, lost city of Susia Island, birthplace of Takers, where Shapers abandoned us and we learned to be free. Was led by Norel, was where Shapers found us. We had to flee. Norel was your leader? Yes, she was so strong. I fought many years for her. Amina Blade looks away for a moment, temporarily overcome with grief. Killed. Killed when you Shapers came. Her ashes were brought here. She will never rest in land of brutal Shapers. What did the Capers do to Kaz? Burned. Ravaged. Gone. Many died. The rest escaped, fled with drakes and rebel Shapers. Hid in these mountains, from one hungry, miserable place to another. Amina Blade watches you coldly. You doubt that anything you could say or do would ever win his respect. What do you do here? I lead the proud servile warriors. I control serviles who are inutile or lost rage. I fight intruders and ready for war. I can do tasks for payment. Interested? No, I want no help from your kind and from your creation slaves. Okay, if we joined the Takers, then he probably would want us to do stuff for him. Oh, take home. I'm guessing they'll become hostile if we search those nests. Metal shaping. No, I don't want that. We can buy unlimited venom thorns here, it looks like. I do need a venom baton first. Alright, can we go right back to Emily real quick? Oh. Immediately. Oh, neat. So we can go all the way back here. I learned about your parents. She freezes. Her Fioras look up at her, concerned. Emily is quiet for a while. Then she says, "Who were they? What happened to them? You come from the high mountains. You were altered about 7 years ago. Your parents had to flee." You tell her what you learned. The arrival of the Takers, a daughter who fell desperately ill, an experiment in Benarai Zhass-Uss, her parents fear. They're hiding her away and fleeing, out of fear that the Shapers would kill her. She turns away from you. As her followers huddle around her legs, she cries. Then after a time, she calms down and is quiet. When she speaks, her voice is different, deeper and calmer. She says, her back still to you, "What should I do, Shaper? My parents are gone. They gave me up so I could live. For them, I will live. What do you think I should do?" The Shapers are... I do want to help her, honestly. I don't want to kill her or anything like that myself. I think she would eventually get found if she just hides here. The Shapers are coming and they will not be kind to you. You should flee into the wilderness. She is still for a long time, then she nods. Yes, that is the best. I see merchants come from all over. This is a large world, and I want to see it. Plus, I think a lot of Shapers will come here in time. It is better if I am far away. She turns around and smiles. Thank you, Shaper. You have done me a great kindness. Shaper Zachariah has sent me to evaluate you. Emily freezes. One of her Fiora, sensing her fear, hisses at you. I listen to travelers from a distance. I know about Zachariah. He is a leader. Why did he send you? What does he want from me? You are full of forbidden magic, and the Shapers must decide whether it is safe for you to exist. Emily tries to laugh, but young as she is, she recognizes the seriousness of the situation. Forbidden magic? I don't know how I got the power I did. I remember nothing. I only make my little friends. She waves at her Fioras. They are small and cute, yes, but she is still common and she is using Shaper powers. That is a crime punishable by death. I make pets, just pets, that is all. They keep me company. Sometimes they wander off and I make more. We keep to ourselves. A simple life, we just want to be left alone. I don't know yet. Emily laughs. This all seems so serious, so silly. I won't hurt anyone. I'm just me. What else do you want, Shaper? Okay, so we got XP for that. I know what happens if I kill her. I will let you live, but I have no other judgment to make. Find your own path. Emily looks very confused. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm just me. Still, I thank you. I think you have been kind to me. I will do my best. What happens if we choose? I will not have your blood on my hands, so you must flee. I will tell Zachariah that you are gone. Emily looks very confused. I don't want to go. This is my home, and yet... I think I understand you. You won't hurt me, but others of your kind will. It's not fair. Still, I will take my little friends and go. Thank you for sparing me, Shaper. Soon I will be gone. I wish you luck. I think that's the better option, honestly. She gone now? Yep, she took off. Yeah, I didn't want to kill her because she's just a little girl that got the most unfortunate circumstance. Shaper Zachariah waves you forward as you walk by. Welcome back, Eve. We are all busy, as always. But I did want to ask, were you able to settle the Emily situation? I did. Alright, thank you for removing a worry. I will think of it no more. So, you should tell me what you decided for our records. You don't want more information than that? We face a rebellion, possibly a war. Certainly a failure of containment of deadly and uncontrolled shaping magic. Emily is just a poor victim in the middle of a storm. Emily is gone. I see. An absent person is no problem at all. I will not ask more questions. We have enough problems in these mountains as it is. Zachariah smiles. You are capable of both action and diplomacy. Thank you for your aid. You don't want anything else? I'm content with how things stand now. Return to your mission. Help us restore proper Shaper order to these mountains. That is all. Alright, speaking of... head back over to... check out where we stand mission-wise. Find core problem. And we're not going to get anything else out of the takers, honestly. The takers attacked you in Shandoka. You tell Zosma what you learned. Well, that ends the doubt. We thought the takers saw us as a valuable ally. Instead, they see us as ones who want to be shapers. They obviously hate that, though it is not the truth. Thank you, Eve. This is precious information and a valuable warning. I'm looking for a canister factory. Where do we get the axe again for Gremling? Gremling? I forgot. I know Barzal said something, but I kind of forgot it at this point. You know, one thing I've always done a bad job of is making notes in my journal that I can go back on later. I probably should get in the habit of doing that. But I have played through these games without having to utilize that. Oh, Zhass-Uss, okay. So we do have to go there eventually, but in the meantime... Go to the Rising North Gate. Talk to... Zensidal. I may have more advice for you. I found Zhass-Uss and the Takers. Takers? Survivals and Drakes who long for war with the Shapers? Yes, that is a dangerous place to go. Yet, where else could I go to earn the glory I seek? He is not as eager to help as he was before. The temptations of the Barzites have been doing their work. It is a great risk to spy, but the rewards... Do you think I should go there and infiltrate them? I don't know if that is wise. Then I will learn from the Barzites for now. What they offer is so tempting. Yet time is passing quickly. Curse my indecision. I must decide where to go, and soon, before all opportunities are lost. Okay. I have more advice for you. To return. Oh, actually, when I actually see. You should return to the Shaper Council and say what is happening here. I am grateful. What the Barzites offer is so tempting. I could do so much good for everyone, Shapers or not, and with that power. But what do you think? Stay here or move on? Well, I'm not supporting any of these factions, so let me just say this. Yeah, you should return to the Shaper Council and say what has been happening here. There is a long silence. Zensidal trembles slightly, but the power, so much, he sighs. You're right, the Shapers do need to know what is happening here, and the information I have will prove that I am both brave and valuable. I owe you for your aid. During my exploration, I was able to scavenge a number of precious items. He presents you with a worn leather satchel. It proved to contain a number of gold coins. I don't need these things, but they might help you. I wish you luck. Zensidal packs up his meager belongings and is soon gone. If I was joining one of the factions, then yeah, I probably would tell him to do it as well. But it does feel weird to not support any of these other factions and then tell him to go to one of them. In the meantime, though, guess I can try going here again. I left the store open, right? So I can just go right to it. Okay, good. I wonder, oh, set off the trap. When you step foot on the step, a shock travels up your leg. You jump back. Happily, your leg is only a little numb, not actually damaged. Then you hear stone grinding on stone behind you. A barrier has moved aside. Okay, let me take these on then. I thought I said I was only going to do one favor for that guy, by the way, with leadership. Alright, so with that in mind, I'm actually going to go ahead and make sure the game is saved right here, but I'll see you all in the next part.